There are nights when the world feels like a closed room, and then there are nights when it feels like a trap. Imagine walking home under a street lamp that buzzes with a tired yellow light. The air is thin and still. You take a shortcut past an alley because you are late and the taxi did not arrive. Behind you, a footstep matches yours, then another. You are about to turn when a voice, calm and precise, says your name. Not spoken from memory, not shouted from the past, but called as if someone had been waiting for you to arrive. That is how the bargain begins. It starts with recognition, a small, uncanny certainty that the other person knows you. Stranger is the wrong word. It is someone who slips past the ordinary barriers of anonymity. They know your face, your gait, the way your shoulders tighten when you are cold. And then, when you think the details could be coincidence, they say something that is not coincidence at all. They tell you the thing you have kept locked away, the fear you have never breathed aloud. Maybe it is fear of losing a child, the knowledge of a secret relationship, or the image that wakes you in the night, the shallow breath of panic you refuse to name. The stranger names it with a clarity that makes the world tilt. From there, the bargain is offered as if it is a kindness. I can take it away, they say. I can carry it for you. I can make it disappear. The voice is soft, persuasive, shaped by a careful study of the human heart. The cost when it is revealed is seldom straightforward. It is not always money or a simple favor. Often it is something more profound, a choice, an exchange of one thing for another, an erasure that leaves a blank space where the fear once lived. The terms sound reasonable in the hour of desperation. What person would not trade a piece of themselves to rid themselves of a hurt that gnaws at sleep? This is where the moral calculus becomes sharp. The human mind is a ledger of bargains, weighing probabilities and consequences. The offer to remove fear seems like a pure transaction. Fear out, peace in. Yet fear, however painful, has a function. It keeps us alert, protects us from repeating mistakes, reminds us of what we treasure. To excise it is to alter the circuitry of choice and memory. We imagine liberation, but we might be erasing a compass. What is seldom disclosed in the midnight bargain is who gains when the fear vanishes. The stranger smiles and says nothing about the vacuum left behind. That blank space is not empty. It becomes an opening. It reshapes the self, shifting priorities, erasing anchors. The person who once moved cautiously now drifts. The child of fear responsiveness, caution, grief does not simply die. It transforms sometimes into recklessness, sometimes into numbness, sometimes into a slow, corrosive dissatisfaction that cannot be diagnosed because its root was removed. There is also the danger of dependence. If someone else can remove fear, why not outsource everything uncomfortable? The bargaining stranger becomes a purveyor of easy solutions. With each transaction, autonomy atrophies. Decisions that once required reflection are ceded to the promise of painless outcomes. This is not only an individual tragedy, but a social one. A community of people trimmed of their fears is easier to manipulate, less resistant to harm, masked as convenience. Yet the midnight bargain is not purely malevolent. The stranger may be a mirror, a therapist, a priest, a friend, who offers a way to reframe dread into meaning. The critical question is not whether the fear can be eased, but how it is addressed. Is it met with gentle care that integrates lessons and preserves agency, or is it extinguished like a candle, leaving only a patch of darkness? When a stranger knows your deepest fear and offers to take it, the true test is not the bargain itself, but the choice you make. Do you relinquish a piece of yourself for temporary calm? Or do you carry the weight, learn its contours, and let it shape you with intention? The night will always hold shadows. Some bargains promise quick refuge. Others return you to the path with a heavier but wiser step. Walk on, then, with open eyes. If someone calls your name under a street lamp and offers to be your savior, ask what they will leave in your place. The answer you receive will tell you whether you are facing a blessing or a theft.